I got some of this for you.
Goodness. For me?
Yeah, just for you.
First time playing here with the team. What does it feel like to be here in Seattle?
Really cool. Been here a couple times through basketball, but didn't meet the last year as well. It's a great arena, great environment. Came here as a fan, so we're going to play here.
Obviously, everywhere you go, you have such a big reception. What has this rookie season been like to kind of just see everyone out here just so excited to watch you play?
Yeah, it's been great, a blessing. I appreciate all the support always, no matter the location, no matter the age, the demographic, it doesn't really matter. But for people to take the time, money, energy to support me, support the teams, grateful for that.
Where do you feel like that's come from? And how do you feel like that's?
Yeah, I think it's from my parents, the way they raised me, just to be humble, to put others before yourself, just to care and be genuine. And I think my faith, Jesus was the most selfless man of all, giving up his life for us. So I think just my faith and wanting to give us what I've been given, knowing I live a very blessed life, and to share is really the biggest thing.
Have you had an ahha moment this season?
No, I don't think so.
What was the moment that took you back? It's like, I really made it. I'm here in the WNBA. What was that moment for you?
I think the first time I got drafted, or the night I got drafted, was the first time I stepped on the floor with my teammates. Just wearing a different uniform. I was so used to wearing a UCONN uniform. So to represent a different city, a different organization, in a different league, and in the league I dreamt of being in, I would definitely say those moments.
Speaking of UConn, playing there, what was the biggest lesson that you took away from your time there at UConn?
Just the importance of taking responsibility for everything, and holding yourself accountable so you can then hold others around you accountable. But life is much easier when you don't look to blame others and you look inside yourself and look in the mirror and say, how can I be better? And just take responsibility for those things.
Now, obviously, there's a huge lineage there. When you play other girls that from the UConn that went there and played, is there love? What's that mentality like? Is that all love? Is that competitiveness? What's that mentality like?
Yeah, it's a sisterhood. We bleed blue, and we all went through the same thing, experienced a lot of the same things. I played under the same coach staff, played in the same environment, lived in the same building. So I feel like there's a connection always. But I think what we wanted there at UConn most is the competitive fire that we all have against each other, with each other if we're on the same team. But then competing against each other is the highest form of respect. So a little bit of both.
The SC pass. When you think about your 2021 SC season, what led you to come to the position and what you did like the black
Yeah, I think just the way I was raised, again, just being selfless with my own life. I feel like that my freshman year, I was largely one of the people talked about in the media, but I felt like there were so many other star players in college basketball at the time. So to be able to use that moment where I had the platform and I had the opportunity to do so, just to be able to share that light and spread it with others that don't necessarily get the same amount of attention as me. I thought that was a great time to do so.
And you've done so much for that, what led you to decide to get that, and what do you think you see
Yeah, I think this is one of my values of just giving back and giving back to the communities and people who have done so much for me, also people who are less fortunate than me. I know I grew up, never had to worry about food on my plate or basketball courts to play on, so not everybody is as fortunate. So partnering with a lot of the people that I have, they have the same ideals and the same values as me, so to be able to work with people who have those same goals in mind, it's been great to do that.
You just started to do something. Anything else that you're doing?
I don't know. I guess one in the future I would like to have a car dealership or a partnership so I don't have to pay for a car. I would love to have a real estate partnership so I don't have to pay for a house. It's just like in every single deal, try to get the most out of it so you don't have to pay for it.
And on the subject of giving back, what's the biggest lesson you've learned in giving back and supporting?
How much of an impact it can have. I was just a young little girl who looked up to so many of these athletes, to so many of these women, and to just go out of your way to try to make an impact in communities and in the younger generation. It's really inspiring, and it can just affect somebody's day, no matter how big or small the gesture, and it can affect somebody's life as well.
Who had that?
Responsibility, taking responsibility. It's not going to be an important step in the second half of the season, especially when you're promoted by someone trying to lead the team to get better as time goes on.
Yeah, I think in this environment, we're trying to create a culture here that we just take responsibility for things. We don't point fingers, we don't look to blame anybody else, but how can we be better every single day? We show up to work, and we're learning and we're growing together. So that's been really rewarding.
What athlete do you recall reaching back to you? Like you reaching back, and which athlete do you recall reaching back to you, or did you look up to? Either
Yeah,
one.
I mean, Rebecca Dahlman was one that I looked up to in Minnesota in high school when I was younger. She was a star player. And then Lindsay Whalen, I remember I have a pair of her signed shoes in my closet, and like that whole Minnesota team.
That's awesome. Thank you.